Daniel wasn't special, at least that's what everyone thought. He didn't talk much. He didn't interrupt meetings. He didn't compete for attention. Daniel worked in the operations department of a growing tech company, not engineering, not leadership, operations. The department people only remembered when something broke. His desk was small, tucked in a corner, no window, no team under him. People described Daniel with words like quiet, simple, average. No one ever said important. In meetings, Daniel listened, not because he had nothing to say, but because he noticed something early in his career. Most people spoke to be heard. Very few spoke to be right. So Daniel watched patterns. He noticed how systems failed under pressure, how backups weren't really backups, how warnings were ignored because fixing them wasn't urgent enough. He kept notes, not official reports, just personal observations. At home after work, Daniel studied system architecture, risk management, failure points, not because anyone asked him to, but because curiosity wouldn't leave him alone. For 3 years, nothing changed. No promotions, no recognition, no praise, just quiet consistency. Then one Monday morning, everything went wrong. A core system crashed. Orders stopped processing. Transactions failed. Customers flooded support. Every minute, the company was losing money. Executives rushed into emergency meetings. Engineers argued. Managers panicked. The room was loud, chaotic. Daniel already knew what the problem was. He had seen the signs months earlier. When he raised his hand, someone said, "Let the senior engineers handle this." So Daniel went silent again. An hour passed. Losses grew. Another hour. Still nothing. Then someone remembered him. "Daniel, you mentioned something earlier." Daniel stood up. No slides, no big words, no ego. He calmly explained what had failed, why the backup system didn't activate, and exactly what needed to be done, step by step. The room went quiet. They followed his instructions. Within minutes, the system came back online, just like that. No applause, no celebration, just shock. After that day, things changed. People stopped talking over Daniel. They started listening, not because he demanded respect, but because competence speaks loudly when it finally shows up. Weeks later, Daniel was offered a new role, not because he chased it, but because ignoring him was no longer an option. Daniel didn't become louder. He didn't become arrogant. He stayed the same. Quiet, prepared, focused. The only difference? Now, when he spoke, people paid attention. This isn't a story about luck. It's about preparation meeting the moment. It's about understanding that silence is not weakness, and loudness is not intelligence. Some of the most valuable people in the room are the ones you almost overlook. If you enjoy true stories like this, stories about growth, patience, and quiet strength, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.